Hey chaps, Modern Fitness 1753 here. Oof. Just got done with the evening cardio, cleaned up, and had a nice meal. So I am done. Done with cardio and exercise for the day, and done with food for the day. Just got done taking the last bite. It was good. It was good. I had a couple extra carbs today. Not much though. I probably netted about 20. I netted about 20, whereas usually I net about 12 to 14 carbs in a day. At least the last maybe 10 days or so, I've netted about 12 carbs a day. But today I had I netted probably 20 carbs. I had a couple extra with that last meal I had. But I mean, it was all from healthy sources. Certainly wasn't any starchy carbs. Um, I had some cabbage. I had some cabbage and some arugula and some tomatoes. So I had a little bit extra avocado today, so that nets an extra carb, and the cabbage netted an extra 3, and the arugula. So I ended up netting a few extra carbs just from vegetable sources and avocado. It wasn't anything out there. But proud to say I just ran again. I just did 40 minutes, and I would say 32 minutes of it was running. So that was a big accomplishment, especially considering I ran, I don't know, 5-6 days ago, which is right where I want to be. I want to run probably once every 5 days. Not really much more than that. Not much less. If it happens every 4 days, that's good. If it happens every 6 days, that's fine. But certainly not much more, not much less than that. I definitely want to utilize running because it's kind of like a cross between cardio, and you get a little bit of plyo in there too with it because you're jumping. It's like constant jumping, so you get a little bit of plyo in there. It's good for the lymph nodes, and then of course the cardio aspect of it. You can't help but get your heart rate up when you're running. So it's definitely a really good form of cardio. But I don't want to do it too much because in the long term, too much running, if it just it ends exercise careers for people. It ends exercise regimens for people, you know. So I definitely want to have running, but I don't want to overdo it. I'm really looking forward to my workout tomorrow. Tomorrow is double cardio and legs. So I'm really looking forward to that. And that's another reason why I don't really feel bad about adding in a few extra. Oh, I had a couple small slices of pickles. I mean, it was like one carb. So there were a few extra carbs today, but it pretty much all, not pretty much, it all came from vegetable sources and avocado. So, but it is noted. It is noted. I mean, it was a few extra, but like I said, I still netted 20, and I just checked my ketones a little while ago. I'm still in keto, so no sweat. The only time I'm sweating is doing that running. To be honest, actually, I sweat more when I'm biking. When I'm biking, I seem to perspire the most. Running, yeah, a little. But biking, I seem to sweat the most. But yeah, tomorrow, cardio in the morning with legs. I'm thinking, if I don't have equipment available, I tend to do a lot of body weight stuff with legs. Um, but since I'm going to the gym, I'll probably do like leg press, leg curls, and then a couple body weight things like body weight squats to a bench or a box. I'll do some box squats. I might consider doing something like box jumps, I think they're called. I don't know. I've done them a few times, but I've never really gotten into them. But you basically jump onto a box and then either step off or jump back off onto the ground, onto the floor. So I'm thinking of trying those just to add in something a little more explosive, because I don't have really I'm trying to think of the explosive stuff I do right now. So sometimes when I bench, I do it explosive, and other times I do it kind of slow. Running, I'm definitely moving quick when I'm running. I've just started doing interval training on the bike, HIIT. Well, it's more like IIT, intense interval training. It's not really high intensity yet. I'm biking fast for 15 seconds and then going at a slow to moderate speed for a minute and 45. Fast for 15 and then back and forth and back and forth. So, and yeah, I'm going twice as fast during that 15 seconds, but um, I wouldn't call it high intensity interval training. It's just intense interval training at this point. And I will get up to high intensity. I step by step, I'm definitely going to keep going forward and keep implementing more things. And that's what I'm looking to do tomorrow. I think I'm going to try those box jumps. Even if I can just get a few sets of like 5, and then maybe the next time I go in, I'll be a little more confident with them. Or I can set the box higher, or I can do a few more reps or something. But I'm just looking to do maybe 5 sets of 5, something like that. Jump up, hold, quick, jump off, jump back on, hold, jump off, five times, 5 sets. And I'll do that after leg press. I'll probably do it near the end. Leg press, leg curls, step back lunges with no weight. Step back lunges with no weight, just body weight. Box squats with no weight. And then box jumps or squat jumps. I don't know what you would, box squat jumps. I don't know what you would call those. I think they're called box jumps, because technically you're supposed to like do them while you're jumping onto a box. So, and then I'll just cool down with cardio. And tomorrow is just a routine day as far as food. I'm gonna aim to get just typical keto diet, typical low carb. I'm looking to get about 65% of my calories from fat, another 30% from protein, and another 5% or less from carbs. And sometimes that fluctuates a little bit. Sometimes not so much the carbs. Carbs is pretty much 5% or less every day. Not pretty much. It is 5% or less every day. Even today with the 20 net carbs, that's 80 calories, and I'm eating about 1,900 calories, 1,800 to 1,900 calories a day. Now, today, and going forward, maybe yesterday and the day before and the day before. Before that, it was a little more. Now I'm probably at about 1,850. So I don't know. I don't really know the math, but that's definitely, 5% of 1,000 is what? 20? 10% of 1,000 is 100. So 5% of 1,000 would be 50. And so 5% of 2,000 would be 100. And I'm having 1,900. So that's about 5% on the button. 20 net carbs. That's 5% on the button. And most days I've been having 12 net carbs, which is only about 50 calories. So definitely hitting my numbers. But some days it'll be more like 60% fat and 35% protein. Some days I'll eat a little bit more protein and a tiny bit less fat. It's just the way it works out, because some days I'm eating sirloin and other days I'm eating salmon. And today I had lean ground beef. So my protein they differ. Some days I'm eating dark chocolate an ounce of dark chocolate once. Some days I'm eating it twice, so it really differs, but not by much. Typically, though, it's 65-35 fat, protein, carbs, respectively, net carbs, respectively. But anyways, nothing else further to report. I will be doing an evening cardio session tomorrow as well. And as always, thank you for tuning in and seeing what's going on, checking my progress. And as always, if y'all have any questions about exercise or diet, I've done quite a few of them. And if you have any questions about what I'm doing with my regimen, whether it be exercise, diet, rest, whatever, feel free to talk to me, ask me questions, and tell me about what you're doing. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing, you guys and girls are doing and planning, and what your goals are in regards to your goals this year. It doesn't just have to be about weight loss or fat loss or muscle gain or exercises or food. It can be other stuff too, like I'm supposed to go in for a braces consultation in a couple of weeks. I want to take a couple of courses while I'm not working. I want my base wage to increase by 7%. So I have other goals that I'm logging here on my vlog as well. So feel free to share those. Feel free to ask me questions. But for now, that's been Modern Fitness 1753. Double V, signing off. Good night.